Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Romancer 3 Kingdoms 11. This is Mysterious JG. I'm just thinking if I'm on the road. Yeah, things were going pretty well in the last video. I've still got, G Grimmeth, my sworn brother, kind of occasionally pop in and make fun of how I'm doing, but he's commenting on videos that are a few videos back. Right now I think things are actually going really well. And while I said something a few videos back about how, hey, if you guys make comments, I might read them. No, I ended up having a marathon recording session again, so please comment away, let me know what you think about what's going on, and again, bear in mind that I won't see any of it until later. But I appreciate seeing it, I really do, so please keep the comments coming. In the meantime, we have pretty much carved out a little home for Liu Bei and his forces. We took Chengdu, which is a major step forward, and then we're ready to take Jitong. Hopefully Guan Yu's forces will be able to take Jitong without, running out of food and starving to death on their way to the city. To the city. The strength of troops of Jitong could be a threat to us. I don't think so, buddy. Yeah, but this is what was really fascinating me at the end of that last video. This huge showdown with Wu throwing huge amounts of siege units at Shaochun. Were they to take Shaochun, there'd be a pretty big frickin' swath of the map that was red, folks. Cao Cao is in trouble because he's made an enemy of pretty much every other force in China. Ma Tang and Sun Quan. This is what happens, folks, when you get big enough, but you don't take out your rivals. You just sort of whittle away at several rivals at once. He's got 4 different enemies who border him. Although that will no longer be the case. As soon as Wan falls, I actually won't really be bordering Cao Cao anymore. It'll look like I do here, but there really won't be any direct battle between these cities. I, on the other hand, have decided to use the power of diplomacy, and Liu Zhang's force would look like you could mistake them for being Cao Cao's forces if you're not careful, because the shading is very similar. But yeah, they're going down. But I've got alliances going with the other 2 major forces and these guys. So yeah, all right, let's get back to it. I will want to go over there and take a look at what's going on when my turn ends. But for right now, Jing Tsai has her own city. That will not stay the case for very long. Let's see if Zheng Chai outranks Yang Kai. I'm curious. She does. Does she outrank Zhao Yun? I don't think so. But we'll see. She does not outrank Zhao Yun. And no matter what, Liu Bei is going to become prefect. His force enters the city because he's the frickin' ruler. So, got 3 officers free to move. Let's start developing right away. It is going to be Pancakes Guy, Jing Tsai, Mr. Serious. And what have I got here? I got 1 granary, 1 smith, 1 market, 1 farm. Well, let's get another market going first off. What kind of place is that to put a market? I have to have a mint here somewhere. If I put a mint here, I could get plenty of markets around it. So that's fine. Never mind. That's not a bad place to put a market, particularly. And they've got the granary thing down the way it needs to be. Yeah, but yeah, this is going to be one of my wealthiest cities when all is said and done. So I can get probably 6 markets and a mint. Probably get 5 farms and a granary. I've already got a smith. That'll leave me 1, 2, 3. That would only leave me 4 access. So I could do a smith, siege. Stable, so workshop, stable, barracks, and then either a second barracks or possibly a shipyard, so that I can have these guys building ships and sending them off somewhere to other cities. But the big problem there being that this is going to be behind the lines kind of city, and I don't know that they're going to build ships for me like I want them. I could probably tell them to build ships, have them send ships out to the front line. I will need lots of ships, like war vessels, before I attack Wu eventually. And I will eventually have to attack, but that is inevitable. Alright, so Now, I did get one useful hint from kind of already commenting on how, you know, he's a bit critical, and it seems like he's making fun of me a little bit, but my sworn brother, She Grimmeth, did point out something I did not know. There's a lot of things he's told me. What the heck? You guys are not fighting each other, are you? Okay. I did not want you guys to fight each other. I would have a problem with that. There's a lot of things that he sort of pointed out that I knew already, and I just haven't been as careful about as I should be. I am, you know, trying to play through this reasonably aggressively because I'm trying to keep things moving and interesting for you, the viewer at home. But, I did not know that I could send out supplies with food, like supply transports with food, to units that are already in the field. I thought transports for supplies, don't know why I thought this. Now that I think about it, it's obvious that I should be able to do what Grimmeth has suggested, but I was sort of under the impression that these things would only go to, like, you know, whatchamacallit, cities and ports and gates and, you know, permanent fixtures. How much food do you actually have? I know you got 150 days, but what does that actually mean in terms of food? Unit. How much food have you got? 75,000. 500 gold. So it looks like for you, 2,500 gold is 50 days. So if I sent 5,000 or 2,500 food, so another 5,000 food, that'll be another 100 days. No, I don't want her to go back. That would be not what I want to do at all. No. Sorry. Okay. So let's send somebody with some. Let's get another 5,000 food following after her. And hopefully Montang will not decide, now is the time to betray Liu Bei. So we can take a move if we did that. Now I'm also, there's something I thought about doing just for the hell of it. I thought it might be fun. Which would be coming over here now while they're still fighting over Wan. Building some towers over here. To prevent Jin Yi from being able to potentially reinforce Wan. Just, these guys do not appear to be using towers at all, but it might be fun to use some towers. It might also be fun to take back Jin Yi. I've got a pretty sizable force going over here in Shangyang, but I think for right now Shangyang's just going to kind of bide its time. We're hiding behind some towers. We got Montang there fighting some battles. We're pretty content, I think, to just hang back. This is the city here where we need to start get some development going. Get another army ready to attack somebody. If I had better officers here, I really could get an invasion going down. Let's see. How long would it take to get a unit of towers? If I wanted to get towers going to this city, how long would it take? 110 days. It's not doable. You know, it might be time, folks. I've got 12 officers here. I've got 16 officers here. Let's try something. Sun Wukong. Where's Sun Wukong? Sun Wukong is in Jiangzhou, whatever. I want to pull officers away from Shangyang protected behind, you know what? The guys I was actually thinking of, never mind. I just had a complete brain fart. I thought I was going to pull Guan Yu and his pals down here to this city to start planning another attack, but Guan Yu's already occupado, so... looking at fighting down here. Like 10,000, so I wouldn't really need to send very much. You know what? I think I'm still going to go ahead and summon a couple of slightly better officers. Sun Wukong and Wei Yan. Let's get you guys over here and prepared for war. Then I think I'll send somebody to the old merchants to buy some more food. Supply the guys I'm going to send down to the Southland, singing songs about the Southland. Bonds, prisoners, a couple of prisoners going up here. Alright. I can maybe deal with them a little bit later. Liu Jun is not Liu Jun. I want Liu Jun from my army would be a pretty big deal. Join us before I have to go down there and take a prisoner. Avoid the shame of capture. This guy doesn't know how to handle food in the cities and thinks that every city that he sees a free officer in is one of his until he checks the map. Yeah, you know, that incompetent dolt that you've been making fun of. Yeah, well, why don't you wait till he comes down there and captures your ass. No, I don't know that you can play this game against other people. If they have a... no, you can. If you got people together in a room willing to play it, you can. I wouldn't probably want to play against She Grimmeth. I have a feeling I wouldn't do very well, but against the... I have the She Grimmeth created character down there who's just as incompetent as every other computer-controlled character, and I can totally claim to have defeated the actual Grimmeth once I capture that officer. Anyway, alright, so get back up here to Shangyang. Let's reward... got some people who need to be rewarded, apparently. Well, just one guy. Yang Kai is the one guy who is rewarded. And, meanwhile, over here, recruit inspectors. Anyways, lovely wife is, keeping everything going over here. Gonna do this. You guys need to drill your troops at all? Where as drilled as you're gonna get. I'm gonna go ahead and send the towers out ahead of everything else because they move slower. So I'll either send 2 units of cavalry or cavalry and either spears or pikes. Eventually. For right now, let's get some drilling, baby drilling going on here. And then I'm going to come over here and see what the hell's going on with this battle before I end my turn. The real excitement, folks, you'd rather be watching this than my army's antics, I'm sure. Mr. Galagoth, inflicting heavy damage on his enemies. But he alone is not going to be able to prevent those towers from getting attacked, I would think. Using tactics against them. Jiao Dun is taking on Mr. Galagoth. That's a pretty exciting battle. Mr. Galagoth, you really need to have some Wu units who are not you helping out with this battle, because you're getting crushed. Mr. Galagoth taking a beating here. was saying in the last video that he could potentially steamroll through all of those units, but Mi Zhu has successfully employed Zhen Hong. Let me assist Liu Bei with my bravery. Is that one of my created officers? Okay, well that makes Sun Quan angry, so I probably should send him some gold. Wei Yan's party has arrived in Yang'an. Bang Day's unit has been destroyed the market or something. Yes, but oh no, I forgot his name. Shoot, the guy that I just employed. Zhen Hong. Yep, Lead Han officer. This is a created character. I can't remember who created this guy. Was this the guy who had like a close to Liu Bei? No, this is not the guy who had like a whole biography he wrote for himself, because I think he said he was close to Sha Mok. But yeah, I got another created officer on board. So welcome, Zhen Hong. Whatever your name is, I'm sorry. It's not fair, because I'm sure that some of the people who are making the best comments and are the most thoughtful and the most interested have come up with Chinese names, and other people, may or may not be as interested. But yeah, Pancake Sky is much easier for me to sort of register as a created officer in my mind than Zhen Hong. I'm sorry. It's true, folks. Now yes, see, they have lost troops. Not because I'm suddenly at war with Ma Tang, mind you, but because of the plankway terrain type. It's something that can't be helped. I'm going to lose troops when I cross through this territory, because I guess some of them are supposed to lose their footing and fall off the cliff to their death. That's just how it's going to work. In the meantime, the fertile lands of Shu are now serving Liu Bei and the city of Chengdu. First off, we should try to employ some people. Alright, well, in that case, take a turn to develop. Market sounds pretty good. Then whoever is not already doing something will start to calm the populace. Excellent. Make sure that there's no military action going on down here that I wasn't somehow aware of. You marching out of your city. Wow, you guys are... Oh, you dicks. I know exactly what you're doing. You are going to take this last unoccupied city so that hopefully you're thinking that that'll give you one last place to hide. Well, that's true, and I can't stop you from doing that. But I will take both of those cities from you eventually. Alright, so I got let's send the horses out first. Wei Yan's awesome kick-ass cavalry unit. I have some food left in the city. Probably didn't need to bring as much food as he did, actually. And then march out a nice spear unit here. It's led by Sun Wukong himself. I believe it's like 4,000 food in the city. Not much, I know, but it should keep us going until the next harvest. I'm not planning on marching any more troops out. That is enough to take over that area down there, I believe. Maybe I'm getting too confident because I've been having so much good fortune against Liu Zhang, but I think I'm going to be okay with that many forces. Mi Shi, the lovely wife of Liu Bei, is now in charge. And, in theory, I could send out a transport unit and get some... Yeah, let's get some more food going to that city just in case. there. Let's increase public order. Make sure public order is maxed out everywhere. It's not maxed out there, but I don't think I'm spending 100 gold to restore one public order point. And, drill. Going through the search screen like that just keeps reminding me that I did not manage to get Vulture Bobo. Sigh. Wow, it's really cloudy up outside. Okay. Looks like a pretty wealthy freaking city there. This is the heart of Wu we're looking at. Up here is where the action is. What the heck? What? What's going on here? Why do I have a ram unit? Zhen Hong's ram unit. What? That's some kind of glitch, I think. Why did this... I don't understand. Why do I have a ram unit right there? Oh, he was commanding a unit when he defected to my army. That's awesome. Oh man, they got enough. Has he got enough food to make it back? No wonder relationships between my forces and Sun Quan have worsened. I just took over a unit in the middle of battle. Damn, man. I'm glad to have you on board, but I didn't think I was like jeopardizing my lines with Sun Quan in the middle of a fight. You're bringing 5,000 troops and a siege weapon with you. Well, all right, buddy. Talk about an excellent presentation gift. Is he even going to be able to get back into Shu territory before he runs out of... He's probably got a better chance actually of getting over here. 180 days. There is no way that he can get back to my territory in time. He will be out of food before he can possibly get back to get to Shu with that unit. He just decided he was going to switch sides in the middle of a battle and like join a force on the opposite end of the world. Wow, man. I gotta hand it to you, Zhen Hong. You got some balls on you. He's also using a unit type with incredibly low movement score. But like, yeah, the nearest city that's in my forces is like here. Yong'an. If he came to us, 260 days. No, that's ridiculous. Can I just disband the unit? I'll lose 5,000 troops in the... Wow, that's pretty out there, man. Alright. What if he headed over here? 370 days, and he'd be curling around the entire length of the world. Interesting and kind of weird. Alright. So, sorry, Sun Quan, I took away one of the ridiculously high number of siege units that you've got at your disposal. Mr. Galagath has defeated Sun Li's units. And now he actually has some people from Wu backing him up. But he's also got Ji Haojun attacking him. Mr. Galagath really should have just kind of hung back with the he's got incredible stats, but he really should have hung back and, you know, let his friends help him out in this fight. Now I've got reinforced axles. It's an even better time to get that than I realized, because it's the best hope that Zhen Hong has of getting back home in one piece. Meanwhile, Ma Tang's out there destroying markets. Good job, Ma Tang. Triple the economy of Wen, why don't you? Wow, they're building like fire ember traps and stuff and using them against facilities. You guys really need something better to do with your energy. Okay, well the combat music's playing. Does that mean that Liu Zhang has sent somebody up here to actually try and fight? No, not really. Alright, God of War. Well, it's not the God of War. That's Guan's commanding Ekapaki, I think. Troops lost, 150 troops lost. Okay, so we're going to be able to take that gate probably before the rest of our forces even arrive. Which is nice. It means that they will not be slowed in their march to Xitong. Their food is going to start to run out. Well, why is there war music playing? Is it because of those guys attacking? My guys that are on the attack? Or has Liu Zhang sent some forces out? It does not look like Liu Zhang's got anything on offense. Alright. Come on, guys, join up. Liu Zhang has no future. You might as well join us. It would be a boon to the Empire. And stuff. Alright, well, fine, we'll just develop instead. Jingcai, Pancakes Guy, and Guan Ping. Now I'm gonna write a fanfic in which Pancakes Guy and Guan Ping enter into this love rivalry over the affection of Xing Tsai, which, you know, Pancakes Guy trying to use his wit, Guan Ping trying to use brute force, and eventually Jing Kai ends up running off with Yue Ying to make sweet, sweet sapphic love on the back of a wood ox. Sorry, folks. It is fanfiction after all, so, you know, gotta do something like that in there. Mr. Serious, can you by yourself improve order to 100? Yes, you can. It's like you see these kids who are like, you know, not sharing. It's like, you kids should share your toys, they're thus improving public will. Good stuff. I really should be able to reward the guy who's trying to get 5,000 troops and some catapults all the way over from Wu to my territory, but I don't think I can give him gold when he's not stationed in the city. There are no available officers. This place only has 16 officers now. Oh, there must be people who are away on other business. Oh yeah, that's right, my whole freaking army. I keep forgetting about that, folks. You guys search around for some gold on the floor. Nope, waste of a turn. Oh well. Battle for Shuchun was interesting to me, but it's no longer as interesting now as Zhang Hong's long journey home. And wondering whether Wu will attack. I mean, we have an alliance, but these guys have got to be kind of pissed off at him. Like he left their force. If we were hostile with Wu and I managed to win him over, then yeah, he would have been completely killed on his first turn as Shu officer. Possibly captured and executed, but certainly would not have gotten this catapult or ram unit safely into my territory. That's the crossbow turret finished. Oh, they've got crossbow turrets now too. It's not just me. That was Sun Quan. He is personally the ruler of Wu, future emperor of Wu, is out there building embers. Because he doesn't think he's better than his own officers. Please give us orders. I hate you, Zhen has destroyed something. She destroyed my heart when she did not agree to join my forces. I hate you, Zhen is out there attacking facilities. I hate you, Zhen probably just destroyed a market or a farm or something. But hey, that gives deeds to an officer who, needs some deeds. Mr. Deeds will go to Washington. They were at 15. Now they're at 1385. What happened here? Let's hope they can catch up. The ruler of Shu and one of the 5 Tiger generals are going to be looking. You guys are just not good building stuff, are you? Yang Kai is like the smart one in the group with Mr. Serious, but I don't think he's all that smart. Could I could actually get more stuff. I don't need to spend gold on that right now. You know what? Why not get some more pikes going? What kind of city is Chengdu? Chengdu is a, I don't even know what that symbol means. I don't remember what that symbol means, folks. I mean, I think it means they don't specialize in building any particular kind of armament, but, they've got some other kind of bonus, I just don't happen to know what it is. Get that order improved by 1. What are you guys doing here? It's Liu Kong's got some swords out there building embers. You might have sensed that it's only a matter of time before I come looking for him for a fight. Liu Kong perhaps not completely retarded. But yeah, the fact that things are heating up between Cao Cao and Sun Quan, excellent news for me as far as wanting to turn on Liu Kong and take over his territory. I'm going to put off the fight with... I want to make sure that I've got all the weak rulers off of the map before I deal with Cao Cao. And the question is going to come, how bad do I want to have Cao Cao down? Do I want to completely finish him off before I start dealing with Ma Teng? And the answer is I probably don't. I probably want to start dealing with Ma Teng before Cao Cao's finished. He's just got too many siege weapons and not enough just field troops to actually defend them. Really should take care of that supply train, too. Mr. Galgot's unit's confused. Mr. Galgot's unit's been destroyed. But he wasn't captured, so that's good. It shouldn't have happened. Yeah, Wu with an expensive and it seems pretty stupid tactic of sending a whole ton of siege weapons that don't really have anybody defending them so much. Oh well. Something happened to Zhang Liao there and all that too. Okay, we've gone over 30 minutes, so I should really think about ending the video. So close to having other stuff accomplished. So anyway, wait a second here. Okay, for a minute I had this horrifying idea that maybe Huang Ying could not, maybe they weren't going to let siege weapons use the plankway terrain. I hadn't really thought about that, but it was a possibility. Wait, those were pikes, okay. Do I have a bow unit? If I have a bow unit, I want them to attack the wall, because I might be able to finish the wall off in this turn. Let's avoid slowing anyone else down. Yanqi captured, yay! Now they have access to all that food. So if I wanted to, I could make Yue Ying's unit. Just kind of poke in there, grab that food, and leave. Anybody else who's short of food could stop in for a visit, because this place has whatever food I already brought along with me, but I don't think I brought along like 9,000 food. So there's some extra food going on there. In the meantime, oh, it was trees. I thought for a minute Liu Zhang had mobilized some forces. What a silly idea. And these two completely defenseless gates. I'm not even sure that I'll bother to take them. Well, I mean, I'll have to take them at some point, but I guess I'll have to take them if I want them to be green on my map, even if I just defeat these two cities of Liu Zhang's. Even though I defeat all of Liu Zhang's cities, they'll just be neutral unless I hurry up and take them. Pretty soon, folks, if this area turns green, I will have something resembling Shu over here. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, so I guess I might as well finish this turn then in this video. She looking good, chicken. Uh-oh. No, it's Zhao Fan is finally making his move. He must have had spies or something reporting that I'm getting ready to take that city up there. He has to know that if I take this city, I'm coming for him soon, brother. Yeah, but no, I gotta take over this whole region down here, and you know, it doesn't really matter. It's not like we're allies, so if he takes Wuling before I can, he's not gonna hold it for very long. That's all that's gonna mean. Okay, folks. So I'm gonna just assume everything recorded okay, and I'm ready to move along. But yeah, in that video we launched our invasion of the South, although we haven't actually gotten any combat out of it. We recruited a new created officer who's bringing 5,000 troops and a ram with him, though Lord knows how much of that he'll actually have on hand by the time he can arrive in Shuhan. Yeah, so not a bad showing in this video, folks. Things are looking up. Putting some distance between ourselves and Cao Cao was basically the key to everything. So when we come back, folks, we are going to, if not in this video, certainly, or not in the next video, certainly within a video or two, we're going to take Jitong, which is the last remaining city of Liu Zhang's that isn't like a poisonous marshland that's worthless. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool, and we'll start gobbling up those southern warlords. I think I've decided I'm going to do that before we turn on Liu Kong. Once we've gotten the southern warlords, Liu Zhang and Liu Kong out of the way, it's going to be a four-way dance with us versus Wei, Wu, and Ma Tang. And the question then is going to be, who do I feel like taking out first? Because I should do everything I can to punish Cao Cao. I got a little bit of a grudge with Ma Tang, actually, truth be told. Anyway, folks, we'll find out in the next video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.